Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Philanthropist. Today we are broadcasting again from KAUS, or King Abdullah University of Science and Technology in Saudi Arabia. Today I would like to introduce a poem to all of you, this one is the most famous poem by Robert Frost. And he's one of the best. To me, he's one of the best poet in his era, in his time. And The Road Not Taken, this poem is so much wisdom in it. And I really want to share with all of you, and we can discuss after that, what are the wisdoms that we can extract out from this poem. So let me read it out for all of you. The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. Two roads diverge in a yellow wood, and sorry, I could not travel both, and be one traveler. Long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other, as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for that the passing there had worn them really about the same, and both that morning equally lay in leaf no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverge in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. The Road Not Taken. So much wisdom in it. The most important thing, the theme of this poem is actually about this decision, about options that we have. And we are facing all this kind of thing every single time, especially in our daily life, or perhaps maybe once in our life, which is a big decision that we need to do. But when we look at it, we look at properly, we try to investigate, we try to ponder on all these decisions that we need to make. And what I can tell, what I can say from my own experience, either we do like plus and minus, we try to list down all the advantages and all the disadvantages for each decision or each options that we're going to decide. It doesn't make any difference. There is no differences, because the only way we want to know either we make a good decision or a bad one is by taking that decision. Like in this, The Road Not Taken, it mentioned that being a traveler, long I stood, which is like we take so much time to think about it properly, so deeply. And it is very long. Sometimes we can't even make a decision. That even worse. So the best way is that the first thing we should do is we should trust ourselves. Look at all those options that we have. Let's say we have 3 options, A, B, and C. And ask back ourselves, what do we really want? What I want exactly? And which from these 3 decisions that will bring me to the path, to the end, or to the goal that I really want to achieve in my life. And the only thing you can evaluate, the only thing you can judge your decision is later, maybe after a few years, maybe after a very long time after you took that decision. You look back, you evaluate yourself, try to project back at that moment to the past, where the time that you made the decision, those decisions are the correct one. Is that decision that you made back then, maybe 5 years ago or 2-3 years ago, is it a good one? Is it a correct one? Because that's the only thing, that's the only way you can evaluate your decision. Is it correct or not? Because in the beginning, you can't see it. Even you list down all the things, you list down all the positive things on one side and negative thing on the one side, you can't even tell. because you cannot see the future. You cannot see what will happen. And trust me, in every decision, in every situations that we are facing, there are always tribulations, there are always trials, there are always challenges, issues, and whatsoever the negative things that you can think of. There is always there. But how? How are we going to manage it? And how we're going to solve it in order for us to reach to the goal that we want? And then look back once you reach that point and tell to yourself, did you make a good decision or a bad one? But one thing that I would like to stress, actually, there is no such a good or bad decision, because in the end, everything dissolved back, everything like become into a single point, which is life. It is your life experiences. Yes, you have good one, you have a bad one, but in the end, there is so much wisdom in it. There is so much thing in it. And of course, like in the end of the road not taken, it says like, I choose the one less traveled by. And that made all the difference. And at, how to say, every single decision that you made, every single option that you took, it will make all the difference. Just, we don't know at that moment when we take that decision, when we take that option, we don't know what will be in the end. The only thing you can do, trust, move forward, make the decision and go for it and achieve it. And trust yourself to the fullest. I would like to close this discussion with my own experience, where back then in 2015, I've been given like 3 options, which is a big one, big decisions. The first one, I've been offered a new job with a higher salary. Second one, I've been offered a business opportunity. And the third one, go to Siberia and lose yourself in some sense. But the thing is like, that time in 2015, I realized that I don't know myself. I don't know who am I. I don't know what is a good thing about me and what is the bad thing about me. What are my strengths and what are my weaknesses? If I changing my job, if I choose the first option to have a higher salary, changing a company, I don't think I will get something good from it. Second one, the business opportunity. Of course, at that time, my friend, he himself already a successful businessman, and he volunteered himself to mentor me. And he asked me, which one do you want? Money or study? If you go to Siberia for study for 2 years, and if you're doing business for 2 years, you can make so much money. Which one do you want? And the third one, go for study, go to Siberia, which is, I never been there, and it's very, very cold. And in winter, it goes to -40. It is very, very cold. So that time I don't have much confidence. I flew to another part of Malaysia, to Sarawak, to meet my best friend. Her name is Irene Ling Fun Yen. And she asked me like, what do you want? And that time I just answer her directly, like, I want to search for God. Searching for God, which is also something strange, which is in the end, I want to know myself, actually. And then she gave me a gift. And on that gift is written, actually a verse from Bible, and which is, it mentions, is from Proverbs 16:16. It says that how much benefits to earn wisdom rather than gold. How much great to get a knowledge rather than a silver. And it is very, how to say, such a wise word. And I keep it to my heart, and I go to Siberia. I go to Siberia, I don't have anything. I don't have money. Literally, I don't have money. I have a scholarship which is $25 per month, and it's barely to survive. And I had all the hard things. I experienced the harsh life there in Siberia, which is totally educate me, totally crush and rebuild myself. And when I look back, which is just 5 years ago, 4 years ago, 2015, and I believe I made a good decision by leaving out those two options, which is first money, higher salary. Second is the business, also about money. And the third one is more about knowledge and wisdom. So I choose wisdom. And I live in a hard situation, which is very scarce. I don't have enough food. I don't have enough money to survive, but still I learned so much things. And that's made all the difference. How about you? How about you? Try to ponder on every big decision that you had made. Are those decisions are good or bad? And the most important thing, appreciate what you already have and live in the moment. You will feel so much blessings and you will get so much goodness from it. Wish you all the best. Wish you all the best in your endeavors, and also hope to see you in the next video. Do take care and see ya.